5 to pause or resume.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Wayne. Mute out the music there. Just like getting that day started with that music. One shot. I love that. I love that title. You guys, he says it over and over. You get one shot at life. One shot at life. There's no way we want to go through life mediocre. So I appreciate each and every one of you logging on this morning. This is Wayne calling in from Bakersfield, California. Got a great call lined up for you. And first off, I want to welcome everybody on this call, whether it's morning or afternoon. These calls happen every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The calls are designed to help you have easy access to get around motivated people, to give you some education, to give you some motivation, and so you can get your day started. Or maybe you're in the Midwest and East Coast, and maybe your afternoon gets started in a great way. So I want to congratulate each and every one of you for hopping on this call, because it takes time, it takes effort, and it's easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. So I appreciate each and every one of you that are logging on here. What I've noticed is the people that are moving up in ranks and their pay goes up every single month, these are the same people that are logging onto the trainings, that are logging onto the online overviews. The bottom line is their pay keeps going up, but they're not here because their pay is going up, because their rank's going up. Their pay is going up because they're here. The people that show up are the ones that go up. So again, congratulations for taking the time to better yourself, to put yourself around motivation, inspiration, and things that'll help you become better today than you were yesterday, because that's my whole philosophy on life. And everything you do, it's one simple concept. It's get a little bit better today than you were yesterday. And if you can apply that to every aspect of your life, to your marriage, to your friends, to your coworkers, to your fitness, to your health, to your business, if you could just have that one simple concept, I'm going to get a little bit better today than I was yesterday, and you do that every single day in all aspects of your life, just think where you will be a year from now. Today, I'm going to give you a bunch of small micro activities that have helped me propel and get through life. I mean, I'm no one special. I'm just like you. I've been hit with so many life torpedoes, and I had to learn these things just to cope with life, just to get it better in life, let alone in business. So just know these are things that I don't preach. These are things I do. I do it daily, and whenever I'm struggling in life, I could go back and I always pinpoint, I stopped doing the little things. The first thing I talk about all the time is start your day the right way. Start your day with exercise. I preached the whole 20 minutes last week about it. It's the most important thing I believe that we could do in the morning to get your heart rate up, get that blood flowing, and get your day started the right way. When you win the morning, you win the day, period. So get up a little bit earlier, start your day with exercise, and watch what happens. The next topic I'm going to be talking about is power of goals. We talk about this a lot, but a lot of us just aren't implementing them. You guys, you got to write down your goals. You got to look at your goals morning, afternoon, and night. It is so, so very important to know where you're going. That would be like taking off on a vacation and not using GPS. Just think how long it would take you to get to your destination. Hey, you could take action. You could go to work and you could reach your goals. But I promise you this, if you have the plan in front of you to know exactly what you need to do every single day to reach those goals, you're going to get there a heck of a lot faster. Okay, we talk about this a lot, your why. You got to know why you're doing your business. Whatever business you're in, you have to know why you're doing it. When the why appears, the how will show up, okay? But you have to get specific on your why. Why are you doing this business? And when you have a core why, the how appears and you take massive action, and nobody's going to stop you. Nobody, okay? The next topic is going to be your business. Guess what? You right now, you're just launching your business. If you're an entrepreneur, you're the CEO, you're the marketing director, you're the customer service representative. And I got to ask you this question right now, and look at yourself in the mirror. Have a heart to heart. Would you hire you or fire you? Would you hire you or fire you with the job that you're doing? Because here's what happens. We go bust our butts for a boss, 40 to 50 hours per week. They tell us when to go to the restroom. They tell us when to go to lunch. They tell us when we could take our vacations. And most of us will put in extra time and overtime just to make that person happy, but we won't put in the overtime or any time for our own business. Think about that one for a sec. You bust your butts so somebody else could get wealthy, but you don't bust your butt for your own business so you could get wealthy. You are the CEO of your own business. Now start acting like it. And when I talk about the business, you have to treat it like $1 million business. You have to treat it like a franchise. It doesn't matter if you only have 30 minutes to an hour to work this business or any business. Just take massive action during that time. Plan out your day, just like schedule yourself. Just like your boss has you on a schedule, you need to put yourself on a schedule for your business. Even if it's only 15 to 20 minutes at a time, that schedule work, and just make sure you have a plan in place so that 15, 20-minute window you might have at lunchtime or before work or after you put the kids to bed, just make sure, even if it's only 20 to 30 minutes, it's right when you're ready to work, you're going to work with an action plan. You're doing your daily method of operations, and it can be done in small windows. A lot of people, I know I have a lot of personal friends that are millionaires in home business, and most of them started working around the cracks of their crazy busy schedules with their work, their full-time jobs, their full-time being a mom or dad, running the kids around, but they all started in the same place, working this business in small cracks, 15 and 20-minute windows. But the ones that are very, very successful have a plan to take action during those 15 and 20-minute windows, because there's no time to waste. If you only have an hour or 30 minutes to an hour to work the business, it's got to be massive action during that time. Remember, if you just get a little bit better today than you were yesterday, if your business just grows a little bit more this week than it did last week, and you keep that same mindset, where will you be in 60, 90 days from now? So many of us make the big mistake of just looking at that huge goal and say, oh my gosh, I'll never get the 50K. How in the world am I going to get the 50K affiliate, or how am I going to get the top rank of that company? You have to start out small and just make a small goal the first month. I promise you, you could make a massive amount of money in a home business with just hitting small monthly goals. And then once you hit a goal, guess what? Now you could teach people how to hit that goal. And that is how I have made 6 figures in this income. I was just like you guys. I was scared to death. I was just getting started. I was scared of sales. I was scared to speak in public. I was an introvert big time. But I was scared, but I did it anyways, because I was more scared of the situation I was in. You have to be more scared of your current life staying the same or getting worse than more scared of what your friends and family and the public's going to say about you. That's the number one thing I have done to be successful. That's the number one thing that the Shannon Hamiltons have done to be successful. That's the number one thing that the Brian Canes and the Kais have done to be successful. they finally got their mindset to say, I don't care what anyone else's opinion is on me. I have to share this with them because I know I have a better way. It's not our job to judge somebody else. So we can't prejudge what their reaction is going to be. All we can do is share. And then whatever their reaction is, who cares? They're not paying your bills. All you're doing is sharing a way they could get healthier and get wealthier. You have to. We can give you all the training in the world. And I promise you, I've been in this industry for 10 years. This power team, if you are part of this power team, you have something truly unique and special. Because not only do we have leaders making an absolute fortune, these leaders are still hungry and, most important, still humble. Okay, I have worked with leaders in this industry that have made fortunes, and they were no longer hungry. They were out traveling the world. They were buying Lamborghinis. They were not hungry anymore. They were complacent. They were like, I did it mentality, and they didn't reach down and work with their teams like our leaders are doing. And more importantly, our leaders are humble. They're humble, which is so important when you're building a team and an organization, because nothing is worse than introducing people to a company or to a team that's surrounded by egos, because egos will scare the masses away. So just know, these leaders have put together so much training. I've never seen so much training available. All we could do is provide the training. It's up to you to dive into this training, and more importantly, to take action on what you learned. I teach the same thing with my boot camps. I get on these kids, these athletes all the time about, hey, you're here. I could provide the exercise, the routines. I could get in your ear, but only you could take the massive action that's going to get results. Okay? Because if they're doing a station for 30 seconds, I set the stage, I set the time, but the only way they're going to get results is if they go all in for those 30 seconds. The same thing happens in business. We could provide you all this massive training, learning, motivation, inspiration, but it's up to you to dive into it, and then it's up to you to implement and take massive, massive action. It's not easy, okay? Because it's easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. So I guess, yes, it is easy. But if it was easy to be successful, then everybody would be successful. All the trainings we do are for one thing. When you break it all down, every single training is to get your head to know you could do this. That's all every training is about, to get your head to say, I am going to be successful. Because once you decide, that's all it is. Every training we ever do is to get you to finally say, I deserve more than I have. I am great. I have greatness within me, and I'm no longer going to be complacent. I'm no longer just going to be an average Joe. I have big dreams. I remember when I was younger, I used massive dreams, and somehow life just kept me from dreaming once I had kids or once I got settled in my job. I just got complacent. But it's up to you right now to make that decision that you're no longer going to live an average life. You're no longer going to live paycheck to paycheck. Hey, I am right there with you right now. I'm sick and tired of being broke at the end of every single month. Yes, on the outside, we look like we're doing fantastic. Big home, huge backyard, swimming pool. We've got like a resort back there. But you know what? Before HempWorks and My Daily Choice, we are flat out broke at the end of every month. Flat out broke, not being able to do the things we want to do. This summer, we didn't get to go to the places we wanted to go, and I'm sick and tired of that. And you have to be sick and tired of your situation. Bottom line, when you're sick and tired of your situation, you draw the line in the sand and say, enough is enough. I'm better than this. My family deserves more. My family deserves me to be great again because I am powerful. God made me special. God made me so I can make an impact. Yes, I forgot the power within me, but I'm ready to let it out. I'm going to let it out. I have greatness within me, and the world is about to find out because I'm screaming it out to the world. That's all you need to do is draw the line in the sand and say, I have decided. Today's the day. I'm going to take massive action. Now, another step to greatness, things that help me, things that help everybody that's very successful. Declutter. You have to declutter your office space. Wherever you're going to work this business, have an office space, have a little area. I don't care if it's a 5'5" area in your corner office. Decorate it. Keep it looking like a business. If somebody were to walk in my office, they would know that I take my business serious. It's spotless. It's got My Daily Choice or HempWorks everywhere. They understand this is a business. If someone walks in here, they would want to join me. Will someone want to join you if they see the surroundings you work in? You cannot work successfully if you have a cluttered space. A cluttered space is a cluttered mind. Declutter. Have a decluttered day. These are very, very powerful things. I've learned this from one of the greatest online entrepreneurs, may he rest in peace, Mark Holverson. He teaches a declutter day. Just wake up early in the morning one day, write down everything you've been putting off, clean your garage, clean your office space, clean all your drawers, get it all out. Give things away that you're not using. And once you do this, oh my gosh, you feel so relieved and you have a peace around you. And then everything else starts falling in place. I promise you, it works big time. So schedule that declutter day and don't put it off, okay? Success loves speed. So do it this weekend. Get rid of all the extras you're not using. Give it to somebody else that could use it. And then get your business area spotless and make it look like $1 million business. Because if you treat it like $1 million business, it'll end up paying you like $1 million business. Another thing I want you to do is start dreaming. Make the dream boards. Find out your why. What kind of car? Hey, when I'm making, not if, when I'm making $5,000, $10,000 a month, what in your life is going to be different? Are you going to drive a new car? Get on the internet. Start searching. Look at the car you want. Print it out. Look at it morning, noon, and night. The other thing you want to do is, hey, if you find the car you want, go down to the lot, test drive it, smell that new leather, get in there, drive it around. When you feel it, touch it, it becomes reality. It will become reality, but you have to know what you want. And when you see it, after you test drive it, now you got that smell in you. Now you know what it feels like to take off. Then you print up a picture and you look at it morning, noon, and night. The other thing you want to do is plan that vacation. Heck, if you make an extra $5,000 this year, when you make an extra $5,000 this year, where are you going to go? I love this one because if you get on the internet, you plan out your vacation, where have you been wanting to go that you've just been putting off? Go find out how much it costs, book the rooms, and then put a plan together to get you there. But you have to see it. You have to get the prices. You have to print out the photos. You have to look at if it's a beach resort, you want to look at what it looks like. You want to envision yourself laying there with a drink with an umbrella in it. Okay? Whatever your dreams are, print them out so you could see them morning, noon, and night. Another thing I love to do is find a charity, and this is probably one of the biggest things you can do in life. Find a charity you've been wanting to give back to, okay? Go visit them. Volunteer for one day. Make sure it's the one that resonates with you. Because here's what I know. God has made us all so very, very special, and God gave us one thing in common, and we all have it. We all do and will work harder for others than we will for ourselves. So when you go pick that charity that you're going to give back to, go visit them. Make sure that's the charity you want to donate to. And when you visit and volunteer and spend that day with them, oh my gosh, your why just got a whole lot bigger, because now you know it's not about you. It's not about you, that you're going to go work harder for them. And magic happens when you do this. And then decide, I'm going to take 5% of my income, or 3% of my income, or 10% of my profits. And no matter what, it's going to that charity. And do it that first month, even if it's $25 profit. You know, the percentage came out to $25. Take it down there and show them. Give them the check. It will feel so good, and you will work 10 times harder once you implement that. And I promise you, you will make so much more money than you would have if you weren't connected to a charity. That's just how God works. That's how we're all wired. And take action on that. Go find that charity right away. One other thing I learned from a mentor of mine is the power of $100 bill. And I love this exercise. And what I want you to do is your next paycheck with your home business, I want you to take $100 bill, okay? Take it out of the bank from that paycheck. Make sure it's a crisp $100 bill, and I want you to put it in your wallet or your purse. And this teaches us a lot. And you're going to keep that in a separate compartment, but something that you're going to see every time you open up your wallet or your purse. You're not allowed to spend that, okay? It teaches discipline, but it also teaches that every time you open that wallet, it reminds me of your reward. Yeah, I earned that money. That's my money. And you're going to save that. You're going to keep it there until you have, 6 to 12 of those crisp $100 bills. You're going to do something special for it yourself. So you're going to keep that there handy. Next month, you're going to add another 100. Now you have $200 crisp $100 bills to looking at. And every time you open that purse, it reminds you of your success. And it also reminds you of the reward that you're going to treat yourself when you do have 12 of those nice, crispy $100 bills. Just envision that right now, to where that's your extra money. That's your fun money. That's where you're going to spoil yourself, because you know what? You deserve it. You deserve it. Most of us do so much for everybody else in our lives, but we always forget to reward ourselves. And you have to reward yourself. You're the most important person, because the better you are, the better they are. Bottom line. The better you become, the better they become. My friends, I hope you got some value from today. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up these lines. If you have any feedback, just try to keep it to 30 seconds. I just want anybody, I'm going to open up these lines. Just shout out if you got some value, and just tell me what you got, some nuggets you got from this. I will really appreciate it, and then we'll wrap it up. I'm going to unmute the call so you go one at a